Hola, everybody, and welcome. And welcome to my group. I'm so happy that you are here. And welcome to the first video in these 12 principles I want to share with you. These 12 principles of conscious creation is 12 principle I have put together because that is what I can see that is so important that we are being aware of. And it is good tools to remember that we are source. And that is what this community is about. It is about that we have to remember our power. We have to remember that we are source, that we are creating our own experience. And that is what I want to share. And that is what I have been so much aware of in my own personal journey. And that is what I am studying everywhere where I can and try for myself. And I want to share it with you. I want to share everything I know with you. And I love it. I love to live my dream life. I love to live the life where I am doing what I really love every single day. I am sharing this with people. I am coaching people in that way. And we have so much fun. And it is so powerful to really be aware of we are creating everything every moment. So that is what I want to share with you. And today I want to start to make some inspiration, help you with some inspiration for who you truly want to be. And the next 12 day, I want to share a video like this, where I am talking out from every step in these 12 principles. So it is all fit together, but I want to talk more about every step. So we are just being more aware of who we are and how it all is functioning. And I will hope so much that you want to share your thoughts and you want to ask question under the video here so we can get a dialogue. And I can explain something in a different way if you want to hear it in a different way. So that is the plan for now. And the first thing I want to talk to you about today is who you want to be. Who is that version of you you really prefer to live? And this part is so important that we are stepping out of our normally program, of our normally way of thinking, because we have we have often learned to buy into this linear way of thinking. So we are thinking so step by step what we are thinking we can do and what we are thinking we can be. So the more we are choosing our passion, our dream, and make that story more live, more we are giving more attention and energy to that story and the person or the version of us we prefer to live and to be, we will merge into that version, because the way we are function, it is that the most easy way it is to look at it is that the universe, the world, will always mirror who you are in this moment all the time. And later we will talk about the now, because there is only this moment all the time. So, who do you want to be in this moment right now? And the more you are being that version now, the more you will see the reflection in the outer world. So often we have been running this program, and I can see it so much for myself, this program of who we think we are, that we are limited, that we maybe not have so much self-confidence, that we think we cannot do that, but maybe a little bit more. But we have so many things we have been so conditioned with who we are. Maybe we have an illness, maybe we have a condition we have bought into all the time. maybe we have been this character where we are saying, but that is me. I have always been like that. And that is me. I have always been that type of person. Or I have always been broke. Or I have always been this still person. Or whatever labels we have given ourselves. But we only have this moment right now. And we know that the universe, the world will always mirror what we are broadcasting, what story we are telling right now. So if we are still continue to tell the same story over and over again, if we are telling the story that I am sick, I have this condition, and when we are telling ourselves it all the time, when we are taking that story into the now and we are being that person in the now, that is what the world will reflect to us. So in every moment, we can train ourselves to say, who do we prefer to be? What version of me do I prefer to be? How would it be if I was this healthy person, if I was this very wealthy person, if I was this happy or thin or whatever version we want to be? If I was this confident and healthy and wealthy and really have a fun and great life where I was earning money or of all the things that I love, or I was together with my family all the time, or I was traveling, and we only have a fun and beautiful life. How would that feel to be that version of you? You can really step into that fantasy. Use your imagination to really become that person, that version of you you prefer to be. And if you have not worked with it before, maybe it can be a little bit tough. And maybe you have to practice a little bit because our mind is always pulling us back. So sometimes you have to practice it a little to really step into that fantasy version of you. But just keep going because it's only practice. You only need to practice a little and you only need to be consistent and choose to practice every day. And the more you are practiced, the easier it is to be there. And I can see for myself, my real state is in my imagination. My real state now is that I am being that person I prefer to be. So I'm not looking at the old story anymore, and I'm not looking at the outer world, but I'm creating my own state of being out from where I and who I prefer to be. So when we really are starting to define the version we want and really write it down, or just step into that version of who you want to be now. And don't overcomplicate it. It's just about who you prefer to be, just about playing with it every day and step into that version and start to think as that version. How would you think? What would you do today? And what would you feel today if you were that version now? Just start to play with it. Be that version instead of taking the old story in if you want to change. Instead of buying into the old version or the old story again and again. Because that is normally what we are doing. We are just repeating the same story and we have done it so many times. So it's just being normal for us. So we are not thinking about it anymore. Our mind is programmed to tell us the same story of who we have bought into that we are. But this story is not true. You have bought into a limit story of yourself. And remember to be good to yourself. Remember to make it a habit that you are practicing every day to be aware of the version you want to be. Because the next video is about the now moment. And the now moment is all we have. So every moment that you are aware of who you are stepping closer to that version. You are being that version. And the world cannot avoid to reflect that version of you. So that is so important. And it is so important that you are doing it. Be aware of your own mind is not telling you that, oh, I can do it later, and that is not so important. And be aware of what the mind is telling you. Because if you are not choosing who you prefer to be, if you are not being that version you want to be, you will always only reflect the old version of you. Because the world is reflecting who you are in every moment. So it is so important that you are choosing, you are taking a committed decision to step into that version you want to be and practice it so much at the time that you can. Because it's not only in one time of the day and just do it once in a while. Because if you really want to change, the change is now. The change is in every moment. So the more you can step into that version you want to be now, the more and the faster you will see the change. Because the world, the universe is reflecting you in every moment. So if you are not doing it, if you are saying, I'll do it later, yes, of course, your results will always come later and you are creating a gap. So if you want change, you can change now. So it's so important to step into your power and choose the version you want to be. And if you have any question to this, please write it in the comment. And please write it in the comment when you have chosen that version you prefer to be. Because it's so important that you are committed, and it's so important that you really are showing up for yourself and show yourself that you are doing it. And sometimes you have to step out of the comfort zone. Maybe it's not feeling so good, but you are deciding. Your source is deciding you want to change. And if you can feel it's not comfortable, if you can feel that you don't want to do it, and when you have some resistance, it is because of your mind, your programmed mind, want to keep you safe, want to keep you in your comfort zone. So it feels uncomfortable to step out of the comfort zone and do something else. But I really want you to do it because that is where the change is coming. So step out of the comfort zone, choosing you want this different now. So you're really stepping up for yourself and make that change now. It's now. It's only now. So you are the one who is deciding when you want change in your life. There is only this now moment. And that is what I want to talk to you about in the next video. See you.